Picture this. You've just experienced a setback, a relationship ending, a missed opportunity, or an unexpected loss. The pain feels overwhelming, like a heavy weight pressing down on you. But what if this very pain could be the key to your growth? What if it could become the foundation for something even greater? This is the Stoic way, transforming suffering into strength, turning adversity into an opportunity for growth. In today's video, we'll explore how Stoic wisdom helps us channel pain into power, offering practical steps and timeless insights to navigate life's hardships. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and stay until the end, where we'll reveal transformative tools that can help you face any challenge with resilience and purpose. Pain is an inevitable part of life, but how we respond to it is entirely within our control. Epictetus, a former slave who became one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This simple truth shifts the focus from external events to our internal response. Imagine losing a job. While the loss itself may be out of your hands, how you choose to react, whether by dwelling on it or using it as an opportunity to explore new paths, is entirely up to you. This choice is where power lies. The first step to turning pain into power is acceptance. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Acceptance doesn't mean giving up or ignoring your emotions. It means acknowledging reality as it is. For example, if you're going through a breakup, accepting the situation allows you to begin the healing process. Instead of resisting or wishing things were different, you free yourself to focus on what comes next. Acceptance is the foundation for transformation. Once you've accepted your circumstances, the next step is to find meaning in your pain. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor deeply influenced by Stoic principles, wrote, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." Finding meaning doesn't erase pain, but it gives it purpose. For instance, someone who has faced illness might find meaning in helping others through similar struggles. By reframing suffering as an opportunity to grow or contribute, you turn it into a powerful force for good. Let's take a real-life example. J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter, endured significant pain before her success. She faced rejection from publishers, financial struggles, and personal challenges. But instead of letting these hardships defeat her, she used them as fuel to create something extraordinary. Rowling later reflected that hitting rock bottom allowed her to focus completely on her writing, transforming her pain into the foundation of her success. Her story illustrates how adversity, when embraced, can lead to remarkable growth. Stoicism also teaches us to practice voluntary discomfort as a way to build resilience. Seneca recommended occasionally living as if you had little, wearing simple clothes, eating modest food, not to punish yourself, but to remind yourself that you can endure hardship. This practice helps you reframe discomfort as manageable, making you stronger when real challenges arise. For example, if you're worried about financial instability, practicing frugality voluntarily can reduce your fear of losing comfort. By training yourself to face adversity, you prepare to turn future pain into power. Another important Stoic exercise is premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. This involves imagining potential difficulties and preparing for them mentally. Epictetus suggested this practice to reduce the shock of adversity. For instance, if you're worried about a difficult conversation, imagine how the other person might react and how you would respond calmly. This exercise doesn't eliminate challenges, but equips you to handle them with composure. Facing imagined difficulties head-on builds confidence, turning potential pain into an opportunity for growth. Take a moment to reflect on a recent difficulty you faced. How did you react? What parts of the situation were within your control, and what were not? Now imagine how you might approach a similar challenge in the future with the lessons you've learned. Reflection is a powerful tool for growth, helping you see pain not as a dead end, but as a stepping stone to a stronger, wiser version of yourself. Perspective is everything when it comes to pain. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself to view hardships in the context of the greater whole. He wrote, "Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up if you will ever dig." Imagine being stuck in traffic. While the delay might initially feel frustrating, viewing it as a moment to listen to a favorite podcast or reflect on your day transforms it from a nuisance into an opportunity. Shifting perspective doesn't change the situation, but changes how you experience it. Let's explore another example. Nelson Mandela, who spent 27 years in prison, emerged not bitter, but determined to lead his country toward reconciliation. Mandela later reflected that his time in prison gave him the clarity and strength to pursue his vision of a united South Africa. His ability to transform immense personal pain into a powerful force for change is a profound example of the Stoic approach. Pain, when met with resilience and purpose, becomes a tool for transformation. Another way to turn pain into power is by focusing on what you can give to others. The Stoics believed that we are part of a greater whole, and that our contributions to others give life meaning. Seneca wrote, "No one can live happily who has regard for himself alone and transforms everything into a question of his own utility. You must live for your neighbor if you would live for yourself." For instance, someone who has experienced loss might find healing by supporting others through similar grief. Helping others shifts your focus outward, reducing the weight of your own pain. Channeling pain into creative expression is another powerful way to transform suffering. Many artists, writers, and musicians have created their greatest works during times of hardship. Stoicism encourages us to use pain as a catalyst for self-expression. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." For example, if you're dealing with heartbreak, expressing your emotions through journaling, painting, or even music can be a therapeutic outlet. This act of creating something meaningful out of suffering not only helps you process emotions, but also turns pain into a source of beauty and connection. Pain can also be a teacher, revealing truths about ourselves and the world. Epictetus said, "Difficulties show a person what they are." Imagine facing rejection for a job you desperately wanted. Initially, the pain might feel like failure, but upon reflection, it could reveal areas for growth or even nudge you toward a path better suited to your strengths. Pain forces introspection, helping us uncover what truly matters and how we can align our actions with our values. When we see pain as a lesson, it loses its sting and becomes a guide toward personal evolution. To harness the lessons pain offers, try reflecting on a past difficulty and writing down 3 things it taught you. For instance, a financial hardship might have taught you budgeting skills, resourcefulness, or gratitude for simple joys. Revisiting these lessons reinforces the idea that pain often brings unexpected gifts. Over time, this practice trains your mind to look for growth opportunities in every hardship, making it easier to face future challenges with resilience and hope. Let's look at the example of Malala Yousafzai, who survived a brutal attack simply for advocating for girls' education. Instead of succumbing to fear or anger, she used her experience to amplify her message, becoming a global symbol of courage and advocacy. Malala's ability to turn immense personal pain into a powerful movement shows how challenges, when met with purpose, can lead to profound impact. Her story reminds us that our struggles, no matter how great, can fuel meaningful change. Building a support system is another crucial step in turning pain into power. Stoicism often emphasizes self-reliance, but it also recognizes the importance of community. Seneca wrote, "We are waves of the same sea, leaves of the same tree, flowers of the same garden." When life feels overwhelming, reaching out to trusted friends, mentors, or support groups can help you process your pain and find strength in connection. For instance, sharing your struggles with someone who has faced similar challenges can provide both comfort and actionable advice. Pain feels lighter when it's shared. Even leaders and historical figures have relied on support systems to navigate hardship. Consider Abraham Lincoln, who often turned to close friends and advisors during the Civil War for counsel and encouragement. Despite the immense pressures he faced, Lincoln's ability to seek advice and maintain a circle of trusted confidants helped him persevere. His story reminds us that seeking help is not a sign of weakness, it's a mark of wisdom and strength. Stoicism also teaches us the value of detachment, not from life but from the need to control everything. Epictetus reminds us, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Pain often arises when we cling to outcomes we can't influence, like another person's actions or external circumstances. For example, if someone close to you disappoints you, detaching from the need for them to meet your expectations can free you from unnecessary suffering. Detachment doesn't mean indifference. It means focusing on what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and reactions. Another practice to turn pain into power is mindfulness. Pain often pulls us into the past or pushes us into fear of the future, but mindfulness anchors us in the present moment. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." For example, if you're overwhelmed by a recent loss, mindfulness exercises like deep breathing or focusing on your surroundings can help you find calm amidst the storm. By staying present, you create space to process emotions without being consumed by them. This simple yet powerful practice turns pain into an opportunity for clarity and peace. Consider a challenge you're currently facing. Take a few deep breaths and focus on what is happening right now, not yesterday or tomorrow, but this moment. What can you feel, see, or hear? Practicing mindfulness helps you break free from the cycle of overthinking and brings you back to what you can influence. This awareness transforms pain into a moment of presence and possibility. Gratitude is another transformative practice that helps us reframe pain. Epictetus encouraged gratitude for life's lessons, saying, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." For instance, if you're recovering from an illness, gratitude for your body's ability to heal can shift your perspective from frustration to appreciation. Gratitude doesn't erase difficulties, but it helps you see the strength and resources you already possess, turning pain into a source of resilience. Start a gratitude practice by listing 3 things you're thankful for each day, even during tough times. For example, you might appreciate a supportive friend, a small victory, or simply the chance to try again tomorrow. Over time, this habit rewires your mindset, helping you focus on abundance rather than lack. Gratitude shifts your attention from what's wrong to what's right, empowering you to face challenges with optimism and strength. Another powerful way to transform pain is by finding purpose in service to others. Stoicism emphasizes the interconnectedness of humanity and the idea that our actions can uplift those around us. Seneca wrote, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for a kindness." Pain often sharpens our empathy, enabling us to connect with others on a deeper level. For example, someone who has endured personal loss might find healing by volunteering, mentoring, or simply being a source of support for others in need. Turning outward allows you to transform pain into a meaningful contribution, strengthening both yourself and your community. A real-life example of this principle is Fred Rogers, famously known as Mr. Rogers. After facing his own struggles with self-doubt and loneliness as a child, he dedicated his life to helping children navigate their emotions through his television program. By channeling his past pain into a mission of service, he became a symbol of kindness and understanding for generations. His story reminds us that pain, when directed toward helping others, can create ripples of positivity and change far beyond our own lives. To practice this in your life, start by identifying a small way to support someone else. It could be as simple as checking in on a friend, sharing your experiences with someone who's struggling, or contributing to a cause that matters to you. These acts of service not only bring meaning to your pain, but also remind you of your capacity to make a difference, even in the face of hardship. The Stoics also teach us to build resilience by reflecting on the impermanence of life. Marcus Aurelius wrote, Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good. Pain often feels overwhelming because we assume it will last forever. But by recognizing the temporary nature of all things, both joy and suffering, we can face challenges with greater perspective. For example, reminding yourself that grief or hardship will pass allows you to endure it with patience and hope. A practical way to integrate this perspective is through meditation on impermanence. Spend a few minutes reflecting on the fleeting nature of life's moments. Imagine a current difficulty as a wave. It rises, peaks, and eventually dissipates. This exercise helps you detach from the intensity of the moment and see it as part of a larger, ever-changing flow. With this mindset, pain becomes less of a burden and more of a passing experience to navigate. Another crucial aspect of the Stoic approach is cultivating self-discipline. Pain often tempts us to retreat, avoid, or seek comfort in distractions. However, Stoicism teaches that discipline is the foundation for turning adversity into achievement. Epictetus advised, "No great thing is created suddenly, any more than a bunch of grapes or a fig. If you tell me that you desire a fig, I answer you that there must be time. Let it first blossom, then bear fruit, then ripen." For instance, if you're recovering from a failure, practicing daily habits like journaling, learning, or taking small steps forward ensures that you stay on the path to growth. Consider the example of athletes who endure physical pain during training to achieve greatness. Each repetition, each practice session, and each moment of discomfort contributes to their eventual success. Similarly, in your own life, cultivating discipline, whether through consistent effort, mindfulness, or goal setting, turns short-term pain into long-term power. Reflect on a time when you faced a difficult situation, but persevered through discipline. What small actions helped you move forward? How might those same principles apply to a current challenge? This reflection reinforces the idea that progress, however slow, is still progress, and that discipline is a form of strength. As we conclude, remember that pain, though difficult, is not your enemy. It is your teacher. Each hardship you face carries the potential to uncover your greatest strengths, reveal profound lessons, and inspire transformative growth. Turning pain into power is not about avoiding suffering, but about meeting it with courage, resilience, and intention. By applying the Stoic principles we've discussed, acceptance, reframing perspective, service to others, mindfulness, and discipline, you can transform even the toughest trials into stepping stones toward a stronger, wiser version of yourself. If this video resonated with you, take a moment to like it and share it with someone who might need this message. Comment below with a challenge you faced recently and how you're working through it. We'd love to hear your story. And don't forget to subscribe to Resilient Wisdom for more insights inspired by Stoic philosophy and practical tools for living a life of strength, purpose, and inner peace. Together, we can navigate life's challenges and grow stronger with each step.